Here at Queens of the Roundtable, we know that every great adventure deserves a little magic, and that's why we're thrilled to be sponsored by Wana, North America's most trusted edibles brand. Whether you're rolling dice or rolling high, Wana's premium vegan, melt-proof edibles are crafted to elevate your experience. Their innovative terpene-enhanced recipes offer precise CBD to THC ratios, so you get the perfect balance of relaxation and euphoria, because not all edibles are created equal. My personal favorite, the Wana Quick Strawberry Margarita, a fast-acting edible that kicks in within 5 to 15 minutes, giving you the smooth social feel of smoking, but with a new kind of happy hour, one without the hangover. As a woman-led, Boulder-based company, Wana isn't just about great edibles. They're about enhancing lives and supporting the LGBTQ+ community. So whether you're slaying dragons or just unwinding after a long rest, love who you wanna, be who you wanna, and game how you wanna. Ready to level up? Visit Wana today and keep hope high. Welcome back to Queens of the Roundtable, your favorite Dungeons & Dragons and podcast and video series. We are back for one of our very special episodes, Unsheathed, where we unsheath our swords and just let it all hang out. This is where we get together and we chit-chat about the last couple of episodes, review, kiki, all of the fun things. Because if you're not watching Unsheathed, you're only getting 3/5 of the story. That's right. Correct. Yes. Yeah. We are back with our beautiful cast of Denver Queens. Denver Queens, say hi. Hi. And they do say hi. Ooh, Mile High City, bro. Hi. For ending. We have Petty Patty.
Hello, I have the other 2/5 of the story.
Hey.
That's correct. We have me, Coco.
Hey. I didn't think of anything to say, but here we are. I'm Nini Coco.
We have Banana Splits.
Don't be a drag, just be a queen.
Wow.
And Raquelle Seashell.
I bet you're wondering how many seashells I've sold.
What? Oh.
$300 grab those seashells.
And they are, she does have to pay taxes on those seashells.
How much Cole's got is a human life for? That's a true trolley.
Trolley,
You're done as full cash or one person. Do you pull the lever?
Yeah.
is the best place.
I am so excited. We just had another great day of filming. We had 3 beautiful episodes that just came out where a lot happened, especially over in your time at the Obsidian Syndicate. So first and foremost, Gag Tina. What was the biggest biggest revelations for y'all during these last couple of episodes?
For me personally, para mí, it was when I got my vision and I saw Lord Florian was the person with the amulet.
Yeah, we kind of never really we've talked about that since, but you did download it to us. So
I was like, we're not there yet, but I know it'll be coming up again here.
And I hate that Lord Valorian bitch because he threw me in the dungeon. He hates Dragonborns. He's probably the reason for this genocidal getting rid of all the things that are not half elves or elves.
For sure, bad vibes. Evil twink down. Yeah. Very, very demon twink.
I'm kind of gagged at all the stunts and propaganda that the Obsidian Syndicate is pulling over, being oh no, we're under attack, but it's girl, those are your fucking bombs.
No, the core through line is that everybody is bad. No matter which side you choose, they're evil bitches. Everything's corrupt.
Right, bad girl, bad guy.
Eldoria is in shambles.
Yeah, someone got to get that place together.
Girl, and is that y'all getting it together, or
Is that
I don't know. Does anybody have political aspirations to run Eldoria?
I don't.
She's going to be the entertainment director of Eldoria.
Yeah.
the entertainment director?
I'm just trying to get away from political stuff.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to go away from my dad because my dad has his own political things under the ocean of Eldoria and everything like that. So I'm trying to get away from all that. I don't want any more power or
war on land.
Well, I went away from land because that's somewhere where he has the least chance of finding me.
Yeah.
Cut back to episode 1. He finds me whenever I'm access to access to these water sources.
Use your bathtub.
Yeah. He was my saint.
That was your tub too.
I feel so I know that we don't really fuck with your family that much. However, it's possible that your mom did give you to the Mintzes and that they are not inherently bad. It seems like your mom.
My mom, I think my mom for sure. She raised the
was carrying the
Rosalind.
because maybe she's not bad.
Yeah, but I don't. My father is definitely a little iffy, especially because when we saw him after Father's Day, I wish I knew. He's always had these issues. Yeah, he helps with the trading and everything. Because when we saw him at the little event that Miss Izzle was putting on, he kind of just gave me like a little. Yeah, well, he snuffed me a little bit. I said, "Oh, that sounded really bratty."
And he doesn't like talk about you. People are like, "Oh, I didn't know you had like a elf daughter kind of vibe, right?"
The four something.
Synchronized their sounds. Gay people be like, is like that.
There was a lot. Yeah, I think it is that interesting revelation of like, everyone kind of fucking sucks. It's like who is the good guys, who is the bad guys in this situation, in this story.
Do you have a biggest gag of things that have happened?
Meryl? Gaggy.
I was
Just be something like gay. It was something about like that twink or something like that. And even I was like, ooh. I was just so deep in the role playing. I think I mean, honestly, everything that happened at the Obsidian Syndicate was such a fun gag. I didn't even think about the comparison, how it's just different forms of propaganda, of like propaganda versus propaganda.
Yeah.
Who will win? I love though that y'all keep referencing the Hunger Games with it.
yes.
And because, we all, Banana, for the viewers at home, is a big Hunger Games
Love
fan.
it. Literally, I went to the premiere of the Hunger Games with like 15 of my childhood friends, and I bought out like 2 rows of seats. It was crazy.
I would also like to stake my claim as a Hunger Games fan.
Oh, you won the fan art contest.
I won a fan art contest. It was week 11. If you can find the week 11 fan art contest and you can find that photo, each week they would give a.
It was
like
like with the berries, right?
How did you know that?
Girl,
So
you've showed it.
it's clocked my teeth.
Okay, so
It was like
never mind. Like, was it a prompt each week?
It was each week. It was like draw a picture of this person, draw, and like the final week was like Katniss,
Yeah.
like week 1. But I won like week 11 when probably not a lot of people knew about the contest. But they gave me free movie ticket, a poster, a free DVD. Back when they had DVDs.
Great. You have a movie poster.
I don't remember if it was Blu-ray.
That they put in the thing. You could like buy those. It might have been the same one with
One.
It's the big one, and it just had like the characters on it. And the guy, what's his name? Like Alex, whatever,
Trebek.
Pettifer or something. Whatever his name is, the guy who played Kato was my childhood crush. Because him in the flyer, I was like, oh my god, he's so hot.
So this is OG Hunger Games. Oh, there was yours OG Hunger Games too.
Very first one. I don't know the year, but
I read the book, and then Catching Fire came out like as I was reading the first book, and then I had to wait for Mock.
That's crazy because I was in 6th grade when that came out. So you were like in your like 1st or 2nd year of high school. Which one?
yeah, it was like high school.
Crazy.
I was during that. That was crazy.
He was actually in the nursing home Hunger Games scene now.
You were like retired at that point, right? Then, right?
No, that's her. My core memory with Hunger Games is that I got into it in 6th grade, and there's this diva on TikTok right now that's reading the Hunger Games to her class.
And the kids are gagged.
The kids are so gagged, but I remember my 6th grade teacher, shout out. She's ingrained in my head because she was also actively, we're gonna bleep her name. She was actively going through a divorce at the time. And so she was just like, she really got into the Hunger Games.
Did she tell you that she was going through?
Yes.
Oh my god. I had a teacher who did that as well. Great jumping. I was confused. She literally made her up to the class. She was, I will be back. It's hard not to bring your fucking business into work.
But to tell like a group of 5th graders, sorry, I won't be back to teaching next year because I'm going through a major divorce and I won't be able to do that and teach, is crazy.
Yeah. And the thing too is like, the entire year, her name didn't change. Like, like sometimes you'd have the teachers where like their name changes. They go from like Miss Johnson to like Miss Smith, and it's like, okay, like they got married or whatever, something happened. But that entire year, nothing would have like changed where it's like, hey, I need you all to call me this because of this. So it was just, she was really relating to like Katniss a lot during it and just like hardship. She was just like, but just like a
14-year-old girl, or a 17-year-old girl.
first going for divorce. Men. Yeah, it was very, I don't know, but I just remember her reading it to us and then me then reading the other ones being like,
girl, I get this 4-year-old divorcing woman because I'm like, I get you, girl, because I also relate to Katniss.
As a 13-year-old divorced woman.
Yeah. There were like pieces of media and literature out there. I think about Adele's 30. Girl, I've experienced divorce after listening to that album. I'm like, I get it now. I listened to it after having like one failed relationship in my life, being like, ooh, girl. I'm like, I do drink wine, you know?
Yeah. I think the Hunger Games is really like sticking out to me because both of these sides are not great. It's clear that people are seeking power. It's clear that people are trying to like do all this stuff. But at the end of the day, I think we do have to like kind of start things over, unfortunately. It feels like this is kind of like not salvageable, this society, which is unfortunate.
Right, because it's like, you're in this moment of, some parts of the Ivory Court don't trust you as much anymore, but then you've got the Obsidian Syndicate, so it is like a what are you aligning yourselves with? How do you enter into the situation of both sides are kind of bad, so is it a lesser of two evils? Is it a try to find peace? I remember that was the last time in Unsheathed we talked about like, oh, maybe it's a Romeo and Juliet showing the two twinks finding love. Maybe we all can find love, and it sounds like that is out the window for y'all.
In my perspective, now that I've like kind of found, I definitely feel aligned with the Obsidian Syndicate, especially because it's like, to me, unless I'm missing something, they are the oppressed in this situation. It's all these people who have and creatures who have been oppressed by the Ivory Court, and sometimes to create resistance, you have to act up a bit. And I feel like maybe that's working in a way, but it's like, the way that the Obsidian Syndicate is acting up is like through deception. It's not about
Their deception rolls are like nat 20, right?
yeah, they're deceiving, they're coercing. So it's like that's the holdup that I have. But I'm like, they are resisting these oppressors, which are the Ivory Court in my mind.
But also, some of the oppression isn't the Ivory Court. Some of it is the Obsidian Syndicate pretending to do that. Like burning Tracks Tavern down, that like ruined people's and like workplace that like eliminated a safe space in the community. However,
And also like wiping people's memories to get what they want.
yeah, that like some of the nefarious like the class conflict here is actually the Obsidian Syndicate doing that to get people on their side.
Slandering the name of the Ivory Court to get support.
So if the Obsidian Syndicate wasn't doing all of this, maybe the Ivory Court they're bad, but maybe they wouldn't
Would you guys buy it?
as like maybe it wouldn't be perceived as that.
That's a good point.
But
I don't know. Wild. Yeah, there's a lot of different ideas, options. Like, I mean, even again, not to everything goes back to the Hunger Games, but it's like the Mockingjay was rebellion, like with Katniss, and then in the end, obviously, spoiler alert, the whole President Coin situation with her cunty little Bob, like, yeah, it's a weird how you pick the lesser. I mean, not to be like political, but we're living in a weird world where it is like so much of lesser of two evils type situations where it's like this person is evil, the worst person on earth, and then this person doesn't do anything, or like you're trying to figure out certain situations, and it is that like, how do you act and respond in that situation when it's like, girl, I don't know, what can I do? Not to make it a what's the word?
I don't want to say like
Philosophical dilemma.
philosophical dilemma.
But I want to say moral dilemma.
So what did you want to say?
So what did I want to say? Oh, graphic
Cute.
and everything like that.
Yeah, everything like that.
Yeah, in off-screen and off-camera moments, we've been critiquing each other's.
We're
Is up a lot.
practicing our speak and storytelling.
Yeah, I think the thing that I'm trying to work on is practicing telling a story from A to B to C. Not doing great at it. However, I'm always working on it. Whatever everyone else's isms that they've discovered doing this project.
Mine's always been phrases. Like I always mix my phrases, nail on the hammer and everything like that.
Do you
and
have
everything
portfolios?
like that. No.
We need to start.
I did resolve this resolution. You have to resolve this resolution.
That's like, and you always direct confidence too. Like everything you do it is with
fear and
confidence. What do you have to recite? No, I'm perfect.
Oh yeah. Right, sure.
No isms at all.
No ism.
I don't think I keep.
Well, there's one ism.
I know I have alcoholism. Maybe ounces.
You're interesting because not to like air this out right now, but I'm like, in everyday life, you're so like sharp and witty and maybe it's your character that you have is they're just more reserved, and I feel like you're playing your character a little bit more like held back because you're this like I'm this elf, I'm this. But like when you're on the mic at shows, you are roasting bitches in the audience. You are making like you're jabbing at people. You're being so funny, very engaging. Not that you're not being engaging, but you know what I'm saying. It's like your character, I think, is like pulled Petty Patty back just a little bit.
Also, just like it's weird for me sometimes because when I'm in a situation where like I have to put on a character like that, it's different. It's really different. I don't know. It's weird though because when I was in school for theater, didn't finish, but I went. Those characters were fine because it's acting. I had know how to do that better. But like something like shout out to Zackarina when she was still doing Snatch Game at Rice Comedy. When I did that and I was forced to be like in that character position as well, I like didn't know what to do anymore. Where like it's the improv part of it all where I'm like,
it's in the long form aspect of it's not just like a little 1 minute hee hee ha ha. It's like, oh no, I'm creating more. I'm creating all this, being going for so long.
Because the weekend was when I jumped into the nerdy character. I like immediately jumped out though because I was like, I don't want to maintain this, but it was like it felt like a new character, and I was like, I'm gonna try this on. And I was like, no, I don't think that's gonna stick.
I think that was like you like getting a new character. I like that it was like you. It's like you found like these are kind of your people, and you guys have those kind of tendencies that y'all get into, especially with you being more that tinkerer. You're like when you met us, like you're more of this like diva, and so you're also putting on that front. But when you find these people that you resonate with, you're like, oh, I can let my guard down a little, be that kind of.
I like because I feel like you do like in real life you do nerd out sometimes. Like you can nerd out. So it was fun. It was obviously silly, but
no, it's so funny that you mentioned that in real life she nerds out because at the beginning of this session, I look over when she's on her phone and she's literally researching bugs.
You are super gross.
I love a bug.
You're
like, girl, why are you looking at bugs? She like, girl, I just really thought of something, and I needed to look. I said, oh.
I thought crossed my mind about a bug, and I said, I gotta get to the bottom of this. Sorry.
And in that moment, she was snorting to herself like that when that moment came out.
That was her nerding out for sure.
Yeah.
I love when we were talking about that a little bit before of like some of our isms and whatnot. I had somebody say to me the other night at a show, they're like, I say diva a lot now because of you. And I was like, I didn't even know I said it a lot. So it was one of those moments of like, but between this and then shout out, plug my other podcast, Pillow Talk with Dr. Zackarina. Shout out, follow at Pillow Talk Dr. Z. I have been listening to some of the first episodes. I know this about myself. I use as a I'm not done talking yet. So I'm going to have that to like hold the airway so that I can say my next statement. So I'll be like, da 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 and da 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 da. And I do that a lot. And I was like, oh my gosh. So it's kind of like hearing yourself on tape.
That's often people like filler words. You kind of point out too, of like, and
I literally like everything like that. What do you say?
And everything like that.
And everything like that.
Yeah.
I had a college class, as I said, communication, where we would just talk about like parentheticals, like things that people just like use as filler words. It's very interesting because people will like diminish that. They'll say like, if you say like or you're not talking well. But the reality is everybody does it, and people's little filler words are like
they're like part of speech.
It's just already is communicating something. Like you said, it's me saying I actually have more to say, so don't talk yet. Yeah, there is communication in that.
Yeah, because it's definitely like a thing. A lot of people take it as like they're trying to think of what to say next, or like you don't know what to say next. But sometimes it quite literally is. In your case, you know what you want to say. It's just I need to let you know I'm still going.
Especially when there's camera and there is other peers around you, you don't know exactly what you're going to see in that moment. So having those filler words helps you like conjugate what you were going to say next and like bring that to the table.
Well, especially with a bunch of gay people. Like we all like to talk.
We also said like 20 times within the past like minute I've been counting. It's crazy. That's like crazy.
There's
crazy. Yeah.
a moment at the start of every episode where to align like the sounds and like clips, like there's a clap and then like we have to like hold not talking for a second and looking at everybody's faces. We always kind of joke around and we're all like like
winging the table. I mean, big.
trembling after having to just not talk for 3 seconds.
What did you say? Withdrawals from what was it?
You said it.
I
think you said it.
I did not. Withdrawals from speaking.
Yeah, you said that.
It was like the 5 seconds that we're waiting for the sound to be synced up with the video. And the speaking withdrawals.
It was one of us.
It was one of you over there because I remember being like, "That's funny."
I didn't say it.
Because I know every time we do it, a bead of sweet.
A beat of feet.
Bead of sweat just drips down Banana's forehead because she's on sweet side.
Yeah. It really is, but I feel like we love to talk. We are yappers.
Yeah.
I think outside of drag 2, we can fill an airway constantly.
The thing that I'm afraid of, even in this moment, is like when one of us says something stupid or silly, we all kind of jump on each other and like really lay it in and remind them, you just said something really dumb. And I do that now, like outside of queer circles. And I'm like, this could be kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
Because people don't realize I'm just kidding, or like I don't actually care that there's a little fumble in your words. It's just, it's so silly and fun. And like we point fun at each other so often, but it's because we love and care about each other. But like when you
Getting
take
in a
that,
habit with like relationships that you're not have that established.
I'll be like at work and I'm like, someone will say something and I'm like, and I'm like, oh my God. I should not.
Bob from HR said something. Bob, you're talking stupid.
Yeah. And I'm like, so that's the thing that's hard for me is
I do that with my job too. But I have to like watch my tongue with especially like young children. I like not roasting them when they say things wrong. Well,
girl, I would be roasting children left and right.
it's a couple of times. There's
children.
it's not a couple of times where they go, "Mister, you don't have to clock us so hard." And I go, "Okay, I'll slow back." Yeah.
Yeah, I've told you guys a couple of times where at work, I'll just get in trouble because I'll be saying shit that I should not be saying. Like, we as gay people get to choose what words we like to use to address people. So I like to use the word that also means cigarette in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, it's one of my favorite words. Yeah, one of my favorite words to use, and I used it at work because I was like,
Not land.
yeah, I was like, I'm around the girls. Well, because he was my general manager. I wasn't referring to him as one. I was referring to myself because he was like telling me to do something. I said, oh, because I'm a.
Okay.
I don't really.
There.
When he goes, do you really think that's work appropriate? I said, oh, maybe not.
I literally, my whole department at work is just all queer people. So we're in meetings and we're just like saying everything.
I think at work, I'm the only like outwardly queer one.
Yeah.
But like, there's a bisexual boyfriend and his girlfriend, another bisexual boyfriend and his girlfriend.
It's all about
Like-
time and place.
Yeah.
Like, it's like you ate up, like time and place. I work for a queer nonprofit, and so we are all queer. And there are so many things that would be 1,000 HR reports. Like,
Talk about things you say at work and I go, you asked your boss what?
Yeah. Well, because part of it too is like working in harm reduction. There's a lot of conversations about sex, drugs. Like that's just a part of it. But then all the conversations are not work related. But it's just even like I know like different relationships. People will call each other F slurs. Like people will say all these things, and it's just like oh haha.
Or like terms of endearment with people that you're close to.
Right. So that's a nice thing of like. For me, I can kind of use similar stuff across, but it is very much that like you use group A's humor with group B and it does not land. Like I've had so many of those times where it's like, ooh, wrong group. You know, you're like,
New choice. I love that we retarded for 5 minutes and then went on tangents on words.
That's what we do.
that's we as gay people get to choose our tangents. But yeah, I love everything that's happened. I think what were everybody's like favorite silly moments from these last 3 episodes?
I love anything with Tribble.
Love
Everything.
Shrivel is the best.
Any silly moment where we throw in Tribble, love.
She's the MVP.
I think the fact that Shrivel is a rat that then goes and does like large amounts of work. Like the idea that Shrivel works the merch during the duels from the last couple, like that's hilarious.
Bartender.
When she's bartending, like,
It's crazy.
Getting hit on by our scientist direct.
I love that rats had become just like this regular like whole.
Yeah.
This is a supply, yeah. And there's gonna be rats in a city, and I love that we're bringing life to them. No, I love Shrivel. What else are people giggling at?
Trying to think of the funniest thing. I think it's just funny when people say things at the table. I'm thinking about rendezvous being French.
And the immediate callback.
So that's so funny.
Yeah, I like that. I think the musical through line that we kind of pull through in a lot of them is really fun. There's lots of music, sound effects,
Loved you doing the entire abracadabra choreography. That as well, yes. And not just 5 seconds of it, but like a good amount of it. That shows that you know.
I did the video 16 count or whatever it was.
I also love that we made the like gem, but just bad. So funny.
It's a basically mini disco ball at this point.
You know what it is? It's one of those kids' toys that's like the little ball with the spikes on it, and when you bounce it, it starts like flashing out.
I thought of it's like something you get from a slot machine.
Yeah, and we don't really even know the true origin of this very valuable little.
Well, he said it was valuable, but Vidget shatter once we put it on the tablet. So
Well, because
Single use.
a single-use gem.
Yeah, I think they mostly.
Single-use stabilizer.
Right.
It's like Narcan.
Oh. Narcan. Use your Narcan. Harm reduction. Yeah, I think one of my favorite just continued bits is anything involving the tablet being a tablet. Just like when you put ChatGPT on. So,
It's like Angry Birds on it.
yeah, literally.
okay, how do y'all see the tablet? Because in my mind, I think of it as like from Night at the Museum, where it has like little panels in it that you flick. How do y'all see it?
Mine is like mine is like 10 Commandments kind of thing. Like stone tablet thing is like etched into it kind of thing.
I'm gonna think of like
A rug
big
thing with-
whole slot.
Yeah.
Just indent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where like it literally looks like if you look at the top of the dice tower for people who are just listening, it's literally just a hole right there inside of the tower.
See, I think of it kind of like I said, Night at the Museum, and like there's like specific ways they have to like flip like little tabs to get the spell going with the little stones in there too.
When you put the fireball in it, I was kind of confused.
I was a little terrified because as we've learned, the thing amplifies cells, and I was like,
fully like
is she about to?
Yes. Interesting.
And these things spin like the Night Museum. It's the stabilizer and the.
It's
This is what I've been seeing the entire time.
I have been.
Well, I've been imagining it more 10 Commandments, but there is like a slot for one, like a slot for the like it's a mix of, but it's more like writings and stuff was like my initial thought. But then now I'm like it has a screen on it. But I did get concerned when you did fireball. I was like,
You're gonna destroy that they have.
I said it. I said, "Ooh, it's already become canon." So now we have to just go ahead and pull out with it.
well, and I was like terrified. I was like, okay, is she about to blow? I was fucking blaze.
City cat.
I was like, girl, this plot is going to take a different route when the entire everyone's dead and the things are burning.
At the end of that episode,
Right, yeah. The fire that's breaking out some explosions, saying that the Ivory Court's coming, like has done this explosion, but smelling these explosives that you know belong to the Obsidian Syndicate, kind of gaggy. They're kind of fierce.
Yeah, these last couple episodes, you definitely threw in like some twists.
Right? Yeah. Y'all were getting too comfortable. No, I wanted to, as y'all were continuing through it, it kind of is fun of this unraveling the whole mystery of it all. Because, and I remember in the very early episodes, this is the through line of everything is it's so fun to see us grow. But even in the beginning when there were a couple of things where like, what does this mean? Like, what does this relate to? And then now, and in that question of like, how does this even matter with me or things like that? And now y'all are like in it, you know?
all smell of things. I'm like, we would have never. I would have never clocked that.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
It's cool.
Make an odor.
Yeah, I think there was times where, like you were saying, it's like we were for the first half of the game, we were just trying to figure out what was going on. So there's all these like things you're giving us throughout, but we just don't even know what they mean because we're like, oh, what? And it's like now by the time we've seen both sides of kind of the conflict, it's like, oh, I kind of get.
Everything you say has like a purpose and a reason in the beginning of it. We're like, okay, cool. Now we're like, she's saying that for a reason. Something's gonna
I
happen.
saw a TikTok from Dimension 20 about railroading and sandboxing. Do you have any like?
What does that mean?
Well, my understanding is like railroad is like there's a path and you follow the railroad to get to the destination of the game versus a sandbox would be like whatever the players decide to do.
Minecraft's called a sandbox game because you just do whatever you
You
want.
just make it whatever.
Yeah.
Love Minecraft. We're big Minecraft girls here.
About it, girl.
Uh,
Not I.
I mean, I think there's such a balance to it of like you want there to be structure so that it doesn't feel like that decision paralysis of like there's this whole world, what do I do?
Yeah.
But also like I always like to want to give y'all options to where you can choose what you want, where there isn't a correct answer or there isn't like a no, you really should go back. I hate a DM personally, or like it's not my style of like a well, you should really go back and check that, right? Like if you don't do something, then it's like, okay, cool, moving forward, and like all of
We
the
left
decisions play.
a lot of plot points kind of just untouched.
I mean, well, I over prepare, so I always and y'all are very creative people, so I was like, I don't know where you're going with it, so I just like had a bunch of things. But the cool thing is, if people subscribe and support, we get a multiple seasons. And I think the cool thing too is like you all came in with like very elaborate backstories, and there's a lot of world that's already been built. Where if there are more opportunities for more seasons, there's more to build on. And then you all aren't necessarily starting fully from scratch. There's already like relationships that are built. There's already like learnings of each other, but then there's not necessarily like everything needs to have a resolve the resolution in this season, like then because it's also like there's so much in the world and it's been
Nine rounds.
ready. But we're not gonna forget about any of
Wait,
this.
what happened there? I forgot. That's where we want to go. On season 2.
I made a joke, bitch.
Oh, it wasn't very funny.
Joke ruiner.
Oh, that was for context. My sister used to if something wasn't funny, she would say joke ruiner to me when I was growing up. So that's where my comedy comes from.
Yeah.
Are there any theories as we go into our final recording session?
Theories.
Any theories? Any ending things? Anything that you're like, girl, what if it's this? Or things like that as we head in? I mean, there's only 3 more episodes left of this season that we've been working really hard on.
Not necessarily theories, but fear that I'm going to die. Because my duel, just the one duel that I had with that one orc, I already almost died.
You were just rolling bad though, right?
No, that he had a giant club and just rocked my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm just nervous about how the battling and everything is gonna go.
Yeah. Other fears, other anxieties, other excitements.
I'm excited to see if anything happens with my father within the next 3 episodes because he's still a big plot.
Girl,
So he
honestly,
could.
same.
So there's something that could happen. There's some lot that could happen with Dad because the last time I saw him, he was at that event when I broke you out of the
Ivory Court event.
Yes, out of the Ivory Court of it, and I was like slow motion, like, oh no.
Hadn't thought about the repercussions of that whole situation of like when we go back to the Ivory Court, like maybe there's
to go back to the Ivory Court.
We're gonna go back and we're gonna rock their shit.
I think I'm ready to rock their shit.
Period.
So work that body.
We're excited to rock shit. We're excited. We're a little nervous to rock shit. Like,
What I would really like to see is like some of the harm repaired. I want the Trax Tavern to be like restored. I want these people to be like let out of all the prisons and the like bottom of the Ivory Syndicate or Ivory Court. I want like all the people's memories to come back. Like I just want people to be able to experience their own light and not have all these interferences.
Liberation.
Total liberation. Because I ultimately don't think we're going to be able to fix this city. We fix this city. But I think we can fix the things that people have done.
We can undo the damage.
Undo the damage and then give them a little bit of a fresh start.
But what if like they just fall right back into their old ways?
That's
like
Say la vie.
We're gone by that point. That's on them.
there's no truly fix it.
We're in the forgotten land by that point. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
hello. Well, this has been so much fun. We love talking. We love being silly little goofy girls. If you want to follow us on social media, there's obviously Roundtable Drag for Queens of the Roundtable, our general social media for all things related to D&D and all the fun we're having. But also, if you want to follow us individually, we'll go around if everybody wants to share their social media as well.
My social media, my main one is Instagram. It'll be the Petty Patty. Really simple, real easy, not a hard name to spell like some people at the table. The Petty Catty on Instagram. Thank you so much.
As she's scribing.
Not too much as she's like been writing for a minute.
I am the Nini Coco, NINICOCO on all socials.
It's banana splits everywhere. That's ITS banana splits.
I'm Raquelle.c.schelle on Instagram. This is how you spell it. This is on my other platforms as well. It's a spelling bee, so I'm not gonna with these.
Write it very legibly.
Yeah,
You know?
listeners, good luck.
Let me see. Let me see. We dice it right in ancient Greek.
How was that ancient
Why do you write it in French?
E-I-I-E-C.
No, that's good.
Oh no, you're a potion.
I already used Gardiva.
Yes, and you can follow me at Dr. Zackarina. That's dr.zackarina on all social medias as well. But on behalf of our amazing cast here, local to Denver, catch us if you're ever in town. If you live in Denver or Colorado, see us live. We all perform very regularly around the city. So catch us, watch us, all the fun things. Dude, IDK Studios, they're amazing. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They have so many different podcasts that they help produce, shows, really great space, really great folks. We have to thank our sponsors for helping make this season possible. We could not do it without you. Specifically, we got Wana. Wana helped sponsor these beautiful Unsheathed sessions, so we're super, super grateful. Wana has some of the best edibles on the market. It's a Boulder-based company.
So tasty.
They're so tasty. Get the strawberry margarita.
Strawberry margarita.
Ooh, she's that girl.
Or peach Bellini. They're peach Bellini.
He's amazing. Strawberry margarita does it for me better.
Sister.
That's what it was.
Exactly.
So they're amazing. Vegan gummies, really, really great. Check them out. We also have them linked within our social medias as well. But on behalf of cast, crew, sponsors, my name is Dr. Zackarina. Jenny Ho. Good night and big balls. Thank you.